right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We will have to start off by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem,
All right. Hey, we also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Well. Peace and blessings of the world to the house of David the elect. All right, and we always say we want to start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, HaKadosh. All right, we always say that. All right, because Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, whom Esau mistransliterated his name into Jehovah. All right, Yahweh Shai, all right, is the Hebrew correct way of saying Jesus, man. All right, and we always give glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his son name, Yahweh Shai. What is his name? What is his son name? All right, the two rulers of the universe, the two rulers of existence is Yahweh and his son, Yahweh Shai. Then we say in the Holy Spirit, all right, or in the name of the Holy Spirit, and we'll say what? By Hashem, which means in the name, and Harakah, all right, Kodash, Spirit Holy, all right. So Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit, man, all right. And we're just discussing this in the car, in the truck on our way here. It's like we're racing against time, right? She made a beautiful point. Really, Esau's racing against time because he wants to fight against his expiration date, all right, to prolong this kingdom, man, through the NWO, through the Corrado. But really, time going by fast is really for us. It's for the hopeful elect, so you got it.
All right. This Sirach 36 and 8. Make the time short.
Make the time short. There you go, right there. So he's telling the Most High, make the time short. And who's in control of the time? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is in control of the time. He's the reason why everybody notices time is going by fast now. And everyone will tell you, anybody that's old enough, they'll tell you a shift happened. Like around year 2000, something happened. The seasons changed. We used to have 4 seasons, man.
Yeah.
We used to actually have fall for 3-4 months. Then winter, 3-4 months. All right. Then spring, 3-4 months. All right. Then summer. Now it's just one day is fall. Well, it's winter when you first get up in the morning. Yeah. Then it's spring in the afternoon, maybe even summertime. Then the sun goes down. Maybe it's back fall again, man. Okay. But make the time short. So your Yahweh Shai is speeding up. He's cutting the time, man. It was in Job 14:4. I have set bounds you cannot cross. Yeah, let's see if that's true. Right?
And it's Ecclesiastes 36 and 8. To make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare that wonderful works.
And remember the covenant. It's all about the covenant. What's the covenant? The promise that the Heavenly Father made with Abraham. All right, Isaac, Jacob. All right, and that first covenant, all right, was established under Mount Sinai, man. And King Mashah, Moses, was the mediator of that covenant. But the new covenant is going to be we actually have the laws in our inward parts, man. And the covenant ultimately goes into the promise, man. All right, so time is flying by, so the elect can receive the promise, man. I repeat that again. Time is flying by fast, so the elect can receive the promise, man. All right. All right. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, since his days are determined, the number of his months are within thee, or with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Thou hast appointed bounds. Who is it talking about? This demonic power structure under Esau Edom. See, the Most High gave every kingdom the Most High gave every nation their kingdom. And that's the fairness of Yahweh Bahashim Al-Shai. Started from the beginning. He gave Adam his kingdom. The first kingdom was under Adam. It tells you in 2nd Esdras, I don't know where it is, but it says he made Adam the king of the earth. So Adam had his first kingdom. All right, but then after that demotion, all right, ultimately the flood came. Well, what happened? You had Nimrod of Cush. That was the kingdom. The first Assyria, the first Babylonian, all right, the first city of Babylon. And all the scholars go back to Sumer and Ur, those first Babylonian cities, all right? But he gave those heathen their kingdom at that time. He gave Ham their kingdom under Pharaoh. He gave every kingdom. You know, when you were little, you was in your bedroom, right? You might have had your Legos,
Yeah.
You had your little mini civilization. You know what I'm saying? You had your, but in your mind, that was your little world.
Yeah.
You had your toys lined up. You might have had those little green army men.
Yeah.
You had your own military. Well, that was your kingdom as a little boy. But the reason why you're like that, because the Most High was like that. So he gave every nation their time to reign in the planet Earth. It gave them their little Lego kingdom, so to speak, man. All right?
He's fair.
He's fair, man.
It's fair. So everybody can't say I ain't had my chance to rule. Everybody had a chance to rule. And right now Esau chance to rule now, and guess what? He ruling. How he ruling the world right now? It's bad.
Bad, man.
It's bad, man. It's like you got people at each other's necks each and every day, and on social media, it's like fucking gender war, and that's a fucking shame. We got gender war, man, going on.
See, the one thing that made him happy, all right, inside of the Most High, was a man and a woman that agreed.
See?
A husband and wife that agreed. So you got black women who hate us, and we don't get along with you.
Yep.
Feminism created the gender war. All right? So go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but it got me like, and you got the animals all out of the way. The the food's fucked up. I mean, everything just fucked up, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Because you got this rule.
Yeah, even brothers get into the herbs, brothers make an effort to eat healthy, and you still fuck around and get sick. All right, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 6, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 53 and 54. Upon the 6th day, thou gavest commandment upon the earth, that before thee it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. Verse 54. After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all creatures, over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Yep, he made us Lord over all creatures, and I believe it's another one. Can you look it up? Adam, King of the Earth, something like that. So get your precept. I got another one for you. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time.
So just like the ancient Egyptians, man. You ever see the movie 10,000 BC? That's a pretty good movie, actually, man. But they had their ancient Egyptians, right? But they had their magi, their sorcerers, and they had their right hand witches, right? They do the constellations, like, man, you finna have somebody take over your kingdom. That's why that's why Pharaoh, all right, he went out to slay all the Hebrew boys. All right, because he had magi's like, look, man, there's gonna be a ruler to take over your kingdom, man. They actually had that. Well, Esau has Project Looking Glass. He has these different systems where he could foresee another kingdom, all right, in the future. Like the movie Charles Hester's Planet of the Apes. He wasn't the director, he was the actor. It was 1968 rendition of Planet of the Apes, right? They basically looked into the future and saw a metaphor of basically Jake ruling the planet Earth, man. So Esau actually has that technology, which is why he's going to be like a madman, all right?
And that same way, like you said, Moses, and that's Yahushua, you know, when it comes to the watchman talking about Yahushua coming, and he did the same, Herod did the same thing.
Right.
He went and killed the baby 2 years old.
Right.
It's the same thing.
So now he's going after the elect. Under the guise of ICE, you know, he's gradually conditioning everybody to accept draconian measures against the northern kingdom, against the southern kingdom. All right, it just so happens to be around the same time Trump sends the National Guard to a hood near you, because ultimately he's going for that elect. When you playing chess, right? You got the pawns in front, all right, but you don't make it obvious that you making an effort to get to that king or to those important pieces. You send up plays around the important pieces, man. You would think I played chess the way I be talking about this chess, you know what I mean? But I know that much. I think it's in you. Yeah. The water, brother.
You know, so you see the so-called powers that do what they're doing. He's starving out the masses so he can get ushered into the image of the beast, to the acceptance of it. So that's what we say what's going on this plateau right now. So everybody will be transformed in their mindset and go ahead and set their mark at the end of the day. It's about to be a digital control grid very soon, man.
And we're already being gradualized into this, man. Because we went from the cash dollar, exclusively the cash dollar, to the credit and debit cards. Not just using tap.
Before the credit cards, you had what, the checks?
Oh, I forgot about
You know what
them
I'm saying?
checks.
Checkbooks, things of that sort.
You remember you had that movie Blank Check?
Yeah.
You know that 90s movie? Yeah.
The transition between the checks or the checkbooks and the card, a lot of people wasn't going to be transitioning to that.
Yeah.
You know, it was like fighting back against it. And gradually, they started accepting it more.
Walmart on 18, but Aldi right there down from by Costco.
Yeah.
We go. I think I saw like one person, like a worker in there, but they got all these self checkouts. So the point is, like, you can see how they getting away from like workers, and all this is digital now. You can't even use cash in there. But at least when I went in there, it wasn't number card.
Yep. So, hey, the gradualization. And that's why we're out here on the highways and the byways, man. We're not stagnant Israelites to where our only doctrine is wear garment, wear fringes, put a turban on your wife's head. Nah, man, it's about prophecy, man. We're prophesizing through the Spirit about what Jacob prophesied about before the year 2000. Okay? And like he was going into, Jacob's being humans are being gradualized into taking the RFID, man. All right? That one world currency. All right?
Yeah, just get to the point.
I think you did Alicia David.
Well, you just put it.
This Revelation 13:16, it says, and he calls it all. That's referring to the nobility of Esau Edom. And once you go into the word calls it goes to the Greek word poel. Just get to a couple definitions. It says, so poel, it says to make ready, to prepare, to make a thing out of something. It says to make one do something.
It said to prepare. So to go from the dollar to writing a check to the debit card to using tap, you going into Aldi's or you going to Whole Foods, it's like a palm scan. You gotta scan your palm, man.
Yeah, that's just enough.
Yeah. They got rid of the penny. They're about to get rid of the penny. They want to get rid of coins, So, con. So we're being gradualized into taking the RFID. Go ahead.
This is the word gradualism here on the Google. It says the term you're looking for is gradualization, which means to make something gradual or to introduce something in a series of steps. The more common formal term is gradualism. Gradualism refers to the principle of policy or of achieving a goal by a series of gradual steps rather than a sudden or drastic change or revolution.
The frog soup method. You don't put the frogs inside of boiling water. You put them inside of lukewarm water and you slowly let it heat up. So next thing you know, we're in 2025. Nobody is at the register. Everybody's at the self-checkout because all these corporations, they're in with the new world order.
We saw with the prelude with the pandemic, the so-called pandemic. Look how people were saying they was against doing the social distancing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people started gradually going into it, man. Started being more accepted of it. That's called really social engineering, where you regulating the modern society to go ahead and just go after your patterns and your ways. That's a form of social engineering. It's nothing but left-hand priesthood.
And if you didn't wear a mask, if you did social distance, you were the problem.
Yeah, the mask. Yeah, I forgot about the mask.
Yeah. If you didn't have a mask, you're slowing down progress.
Well, this is that. I got that for you, and then I got another one. I got this one, and I got another word for you, Samar. You brought up putting the frog in lukewarm water. All right, then I got that word gaslight. All right, putting the frog in lukewarm water is a metaphor for a situation where gradual, incremental changes are ignored until it's too late to react, as opposed to an obvious sudden threat. So, like, he's going into that frog in lukewarm water. If you throw a frog in boiling water, he's going to hop out. But if you throw him in lukewarm water where it's comfortable, and you slowly begin to turn up the pressure on it, he's not going to realize that water is boiling, or he getting cooked until he already dead, or he's already cooked until it's too late.
Yep, and we're telling brother, another thing that we're doing that situation. they were like basically, if you have cash, they always say, I had no change. So basically, they want you to have a card to steal us some cash. Cause they like, we had no change. Like we how the fuck they that's crazy. They're like, no, we don't have change no more, huh? Look, we know you had goddamn change, you don't change no more. So
it's all systematically designed.
Yeah. So you said that, but go ahead and do some. This is the term gaslight. So I was looking that up, and then we're going into this guy who they basically got it from where he would slowly turn the light off on, like turn the light down on this person, and would tell them that the light is not being changed. It says gaslight, the practice of psychologically manipulating someone into question their own sanity, memory, or power of reasoning. And everybody is it's something in the back of your head that be like, oh, you know, there's something wrong with this. But Esau gaslight your ass, be like, nah, ain't nothing wrong. Until the point where now you niggas can't even question it that you just falling for it. You know?
Because especially, you know, when it did happen, in the same way when 9/11 shit happened, it constantly beat in your head, constantly. TV, man, it's about 30 months for commercials, same thing over and over and over and over and over. Basically, program you to think like that.
That shit at the pump now.
Right?
You know, the pump, when you pump gas, it's on that now.
See?
They demonize a particular group of people. If you're around them, you see them on TV or something like that, you think they the so-called terrorists.
Yep.
You know, that's all about Esau's propaganda, man.
Over and over and over and over.
That's witchcraft on the masses, man.
They the boogeyman. They the boogeyman. They the boogeyman. They the boogeyman.
Like brother, now it's going to about the frogs, you know, Japan, you know, just getting heated up like that, gradually getting heated up, not knowing that he's getting cooked. That's how these American people are. You know, you're seeing the inflation going on, you're seeing the dollar being devalued more and more on a daily basis. You see these Americans crying out on social media about these financial meltdowns. Like, you see this whole American system crumbling, but some way, somehow, these Americans think they have some type of hope, but not knowing they getting straight cooked by the international bankers, man.
This is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand, ye be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, the armor goes to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Shah. That's really going to keep us spiritually covered within these crazy, critical times. The scripture goes into within the last day how it should be perilous times coming upon the earth. You know? So what we're doing right now, we're trying to get more and more equipped with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Shah, so we can have that spiritual armor, and so therefore we can be protected and all hell breaks loose within this American society. So it goes to what about powers or principalities?
I'm going to read again. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, the rulers of the darkness of this world. This goes into the so-called Illuminati or the shadow government, because they really tapped in on the left-hand side. Where they can be able to summon up these demons or demonic figures and things of that sort. Like, these niggas are really tapped in, man.
Hey, this is 2 Corinthians 4. I'm gonna read it NLT. Start at 3. And the good news we preach if the good news we preach, we hidden behind the veil, is hidden only from the people who are perishing.
Yeah, which refer to 2/3 of our people. You know, the gospel is hidden to 2/3 of our people. It's like the Lord, He put like spiritual blindness upon them, be an angel that's blocking them from getting this spiritual understanding.
Verse 4. Satan, who's the power of this world, has blinded the minds of those who do not believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news. They don't understand this message because the glory of the Mashiach, who is the exact image and exactly likeness of the Most High.
Yeah, the spiritual demon Satan, who is his vessel, and he's working through his counterpart within the physical realm. Esau, Edom, and more so than the hierarchy of them. You know.
You got some more for
There's a priesthood on the right hand side, all right, and there's a priesthood on the left hand side. There's a portal to the spirit world, all right, through their rituals, all right, to connect them with Satan. That's how we in the ancient world we had that portal the Holy of Holies. You know what I mean? We had the tent that connected the high priest to the Most High. Well, there's a left hand side to it. I do, like you said, the nobility of Edom, man.
I think John Todd, he had said this about the the so-called cult going to the Rothschilds. He was saying how they are the Rothschilds are considered gods, within that realm. So it shows you like Esau Edom really is the god of this world.
The world is given to the hand of the wicked.
It was given to the hand of the wicked.
In Matthew 13:11, and he answered unto them, and he answered and said unto them, this is how we shall speak.
Verse 9.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 9. Yahweh Shah speaking, who have ears to hear, let them hear.
Go listen to what spiritual ears, aka spiritual understanding.
Verse 10, the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah, so it's like a whole, you can just picture this scene, a whole group of Israelites, just flooded around Yahushua and the disciples. And the disciples came to Yahushua, like, why are you speaking to them in dark sayings, or cold talk? Why are you speaking to them in like they can't be able to spiritually comprehend? And then Yahushua responds to this.
Verse 11, and he said, and he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Yeah, so to 2/3 of our people, they cannot receive this spiritual understanding. And that goes back to our forefather King David, the prayer that he made within the book of Psalm, the 69th chapter. That's what we want to do right quick. Like Psalm 69, 22. We can read the NLT, it goes even deeper. So, King David, he prayed upon 2/3 of our people, and they cannot come to this spiritual understanding within these latter times. Our forefather Jeremiah, he put curses upon our people. And what about Yahushua? When our people said, when he was on his his trial, let his blood be upon us and our children. So, our people still got to pay for that, man. You got a lot of blood upon your hands.
So he dealt with them wicked niggas too.
Yeah.
This is let me just get straight to the point. Start back at this is Matthew chapter 13, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
This is Psalm 69 and 22. I'm gonna read it NLT. It's let the bountiful table set before them become a snare, and their prosperity become a trap.
Yep, so the table represents this truth, food for thought. You think about that table when it goes into this understanding. So you say with the table, the bountiful table.
The bountiful table set them before them become a snare, and their prosperity become a trap. Verse 23, let their eyes go blind so they cannot see.
What are you talking about? What eyes? They're spiritual eyes. That's why, it goes to by Yahushua. The Heavenly Father set up Yahushua to be a sanctuary to the elect of the nation of Israel, and also a stumbling block or a rock of offense to the 2/3 of our people.
Just now back on this table being something that you spiritually eat out of. Sirach 15:3, with the bread of understanding shall she feed him, talking about wisdom, and give him the water of wisdom to drink. So Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for. So the same book is a comforter, salvation, an anchor of hope for the 1/3. It's a stumbling block for the 2/3. That's why Jake still quoting the book of Psalms out of context. Right? That's why Jake will look at the Bible and say, man, it's the white man's book, or they'll just put the book down and go to Islam or start worshiping the so-called ancestors, which are demons. Okay? Because you open up the book, the most Yahushua didn't unlock your mind. The Most High did not send the holy angels into your spirit. All right? So now the word was a stumbling block, man.
It's like it's reading it like a spiritual braille.
Yep.
To the 2/3 of our people,
Even some of the topics, those controversial topics that we bring out, it's a stumbling block. It's a stumbling block for Jake to know they're Israelites. The Most High hate that. Those some controversial topics we bring up, rape, whatever, man. Age, the flower, those are stumbling blocks, man.
Both of y'all said, remind me, he brought out Braille. He moved the book of Eli, right? So, just because he was able to get a hold to the book, he won that. He did all that to get it, but the Lord still didn't give him spiritually. You know, we speak. He didn't give him the wisdom to understand.
We say I must have that book.
I need that.
We say Daniel the 12th chapter, none of the wicked shall understand. You know.
Hey, it hurt us feeling too. Can you see that video? Can't be. Oh,
because Esau is Esau's sword, his gift of weaponry, did not trickle over to spirituality. You got Jakes that can't read or write, but they can cook. You know, they can make music. They can build a house. It's spiritual. They're natural creators. All right, they're naturally in the spirit, so to speak. But Esau's gift, he's a numbers person. A plus B equals C times this, but that doesn't work with the scriptures. Being a historical scholar doesn't work with the understanding of prophecy, man. So it's a stumbling block for him.
that's big old. Let's go back over 23. And it's Psalm 69 and 23. It's let their eyes go blind so they cannot see, and make their body shake continually. Verse 24. Pour out your fury on them, consume them with your burning anger.
Yeah, so pour out your fury upon them. And we're saying like the build up to Isaiah 33:6 will be these end times. Wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashim should be the stability of our times, but to 2/3 of our people, it's not going to be that stability upon them. So you got to think about Jake for the majority part. They about to get ready to go into the worst time that ever happened upon this earth. And they don't have no type of spiritual clothing, you know? They don't have no type of spiritual awareness what they might get ready to get themselves into. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 25. Let their homes become a desolation, and their tent become a desert. Deserted. Verse 26. To the ones who have punished, they add insult to injury. They add to pain of those who have hurt. Verse 27. Pile their sins up high and don't let them go free.
Pile their sins up high, don't let them go free. Because we're saying Jeremiah goes into how the sin of Judah was written with like a pen. You know, it goes to how the southern kingdom, how they gave up Yahweh to the Romans. You know, so that's like that violation is etched in history. That's why when Yahweh comes back, he remembered those same individuals who crucified him, or who was a part of the crucifixion. You know? Through the process of reincarnation. Yeah, I think that's the main point.
At verse 28, it said, erase their names from the book of life. Don't let them be counted among the righteous.
There you go. Erase their names from the book of life. What's the book of life? Ultimately, the kingdom of heaven. You know? So, you know, I think Daniel the 12th chapter goes into our sons. I don't just show.
See, this, you know, this is going to be a great, what do you call it, culling. You trim the herd. It's going to be a great slaughter because the Most High is about to get rid of the kingdom of the nobility of Edom. He's about to slaughter many heathen through world wars, through plagues, famines, but also he's about to cut off 2/3 of our people. So the reality of that, and you always get into it, AI, man. There's sword on the left-hand side, which is ultimately the left hand of the Most High, the sword to Psalm 17 and 13. All right, it's going to do a lot of culling. It's going to do a lot of trimming, man. So a lot of, that's why the Most High dealing with the apostles of Great Millstone is spiritually putting you in a mindset to prepare for this shit, right, man? It ain't just about, like I said, wearing fringes and marching in formation. All right, when the shit hit the fan, are you fortified spiritually? Just think, the heathen being put to death. YNs going to World War III. Why atheists getting drafted, not coming back, man? You hear death around you. You hear women say, no, please, no. You hearing this shit, man? Robots kicking down doors, all right? Like, it's about to be a great slaughter because the Most High is preparing, he's making way for the new world. Yeah. He's making way by trimming the earth's population, man.
That's how you know kingdom's being translated from one people to another.
The kingdom is being, I don't know if you walked outside, I don't know if you was at camp when we said this, but you know, time's going by fast, that's for the elect. That's working in our favor, man.
I got that precept for you. I get that short for the elect's sake. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Who's the wicked?
Sword. Esau.
Esau Edom, man. Who's the wicked is Esau Edom, man. But it refers to Esau Edom as the Most High's sword, man. So that, Assyrian, rod of my anger. All right? The Most High is about to use a nation of people, the nobility of a nation of people, all right, to trim down the earth's population.
We say the staff in my hand is die in the nation.
Yeah.
You know?
God.
So we're going to see the Lord's anger. Yahweh Bahashim al-Shah upon the vessel of dishonor. Esau Edom.
Yep.
What it says he's going to come down upon a hypocritical nation. Referring to the 2/3 of our people.
This is Matthew 24, starting verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
And you know how gruesome the wars of the ancient world were? I think, because I think directors, I would say like Oliver Stone, I think he directed Alexander. But you got a lot of directors, man, they get real vivid when it comes to those ancient world battles. And not to even mention when they raid villages and ravage women and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It get real gruesome. An axe going in somebody's head. Then the aftermath of war, you have thousands upon thousands of people either dead or screaming for their mother with missing limbs and shit. And you mean to tell me that the things that's about to happen on American soil is supposed to pass that, man? Because Esau has something called technology perfected. So he has a sword on steroids, man. All right, so we have to be spiritually fortified for this shit, man. All right?
It says, since such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. Before the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Unless those days be short, man. So who's shorting the days? Yahweh, man. Because you guys called Father of Time. So Yahweh Bahashim, they are the Father of Time, man. The other reason why time is going by fast. Hey, and it's been going by faster since the pandemic. It's fast. I don't even trip at work no more because as soon as you clock in, 4 hours go by fast. You know it's over when you got your lunch break. So it's like, man, I ain't even tripping no more, man.
It's like you only can do so much within a day.
Yeah.
In your so-called shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to kind of catch up on certain things, man.
Yeah, man.
It's getting to the point now, even people within the world starting to notice how the time going by fast. But they can't spiritually pinpoint it. It leads to end-time biblical prophecy. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, this day is 12:01. And at that time, shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which stand for thy children of thy people.
Yeah, and so the times might get so bad that Yahweh Shah is going to have this right hand, Michael the archangel, to help cover the elect of the nation Israel.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation into the same time. And that time, thy people shall be delivered, and everyone shall be found. And everyone that shall found written in the book.
Right, because there's going to be intervention, all right, from Michael the archangel, because it's going to be so bad, man. That's why it's called Time of Jacob's Trouble. And Esau has been projecting this shit, man. Because what do you have? The movie Purge 1, Purge 2, Purge 3. Isn't it 5 purges?
They start changing the language.
Yeah, Purge, Anarchy, Church, yeah. It's like 5 purges, man. Why is there a movie called? But it just so happens that Esau is at the border now. ISIS is at the border, Mexican border. You know what I mean? Then you have ICE with the so-called Haitians, man. But then, like I said, you got the different agencies kicking down doors to pull and take out the project buildings, man.
They kicking ass, wasn't they? In North Carolina?
Yeah.
Charlotte, and they whooping them. They whooping is called No King ass, bro. They ain't bullshit.
I got one for you.
That's racially profiling, man. Walking up on somebody from the Northern Kingdom, and where's your ID?
Yeah.
That's not racially profile. That's even come on, man.
But what's that highlighting, We in the times of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah.
And you'll see this happen to some of these other heathen nations and nothing like that. And so it happened to only set a particular group of people.
Because Jacob think just because it ain't in your backyard, you know that it ain't happening. You know, but that goes back to what we were saying. The Lord giving us a spiritual eye to see that. Just because it ain't happening here where we are now, that does not mean Yahweh Shema Shot is not working to bring down this place.
Yeah, that's a selfish mindset to feel like, well, as long as it's not happening in my backyard, you know. But that's the American mindset that's been conditioned in our people. As long as the catastrophic event is not in my city, as long as my children are not affected, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, it's only a matter of time. All right.
And it's Jeremiah 49:31. It's a rise, get you up into the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care.
Yeah, so the wealthy nation referring to America. And they dwell without care. This shows you how complacent, how just irresponsible. Yeah, irresponsible is what I was looking for, man. You know, they're just self-satisfied Americans, how they really are. They don't really take into consideration what they see what's happening on the news, like in so-called third world countries, like the violence, the poverty, you know, the warfare going on. Like all these same drastic measures about to get ready to come to your doorsteps, man. So you dwell without care.
You've been going into that, bro. You know, look at Eli. When she asked him, she said, how was the world before? He said people had more than what they had, and they didn't care for. I think we were going into it like America wastes billions and billions of dollars in food. But you niggas crying about food stamps.
I think America wastes about 40% of those food.
Yeah. And crazy thing about it too. But you know, you see bums on the street, right? Instead of restaurant giving food away, the bums, they throw the shit away. They throw it away. Instead of feeding people. Alright. Jeremiah 49:31. Arise, get you up into the wealthy nation that dwell without care.
So the complacent nation going to these Americans, how they dwell without care.
Say Yahweh Bashmal Shai, which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone. Verse 32. And their camels shall be a booty.
So like in the ancient world, you fortify cities with walls. But America's not fortified.
It's free roam.
It's free roam, you know.
You easily go to these different states right here.
Yep.
It's verse 32. And their camels should be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil, and I will scatter into all winds. I will scatter into all winds them that are in the utmost corners. I will bring their calamity from all sides. Thereof, say Yahweh Bashar Shai.
So going to these divine plagues, he's about to bring upon these Americans. And that's good because these Americans, they are so spoiled. That's what I was looking for. They're very spoiled, man. So, you know, just with conveniency or Uber Eats, DoorDash, all these things that you can just openly go on your phone, your computer, you know, easily access. All these things are not going to be easily accessible anymore, man. But Esau, you know, about to get ready to come with some drastic measures upon the happenings of America. You know? Yes, one more.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 70 and 71. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. So they're going into Esau, like the brother been going into, how this nigga is really about to be like, already has no care. But you haven't seen the Lord just take the leash off this nigga yet. Like the Lord still got Esau, you like, hey, walking your dog, he's still like pulling him back a little bit. But after a while, the Lord finna pull that clip off of him. And when he do, Esau is about to be like a madman. You ain't seen like brothers going into purge and all that. Esau is about to really be going through, and you haven't really seen this devil just tap into his full wickedness yet.
We see a demon.
What is that?
He's a demon.
Oh, come. We haven't seen him tap into that full demonic spirit like the Lord is finna allow him to, just to bring out and show y'all niggas exactly the power of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Jake love to say, I'm on demon time. We really about to see Esau either really tap into on that demon time, man.
Yeah.
You know?
The brothers of Quan, y'all should going into how the Lord done opened up his armory now. Like you saying Russia got ballistic missiles and shit like that. Like these missiles just almost sit in the orbit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like There's like you got missiles traveling and we're going into a Mach 10. That's almost 8,000 miles per hour. Like that's the Lord opening up. Like I'm finna show you niggas how to get down. You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one shall be found written in the book.
So I just be thinking in the spirit, like, we got like the majority of our people out get ready to go into the worst times. They have no type of spiritual mindset, like what's about to get ready to occur on this earth. Like by Trump doing the government shutdown, by opening it up again and stuff like that. Hey, these people going right back to sleep, man.
Relax.
They back in that relaxed state again.
Guilt destroyed the heart.
Yeah, gift destroyed the heart. You go to the word gift in the etymology line goes into poison. You know, that's what Esau Edom does by him being that serpent. You know?
It goes into like that psychological damage. That shit's already been done. So what you don't know is Esau is like we were going into fishing the fish. He wearing y'all ass down with every time he do something. Like I was talking to a few days, they like, oh, they ain't gonna let it stay closed. People don't eat. Like, nigga, you really got faith in that man this much to where no matter how much he keep fucking you over and slapping your ass, you still think he gonna stop slapping you eventually. You know?
Drinking that wishful thinking spirit, man. It's not more bright. Oh, that's very good. I got you. This is Isaiah 30. Can I read it, NLT?
Yeah.
Isaiah 30 and 1, NLT. What sorrow awaits my rebellious children, said the Lord.
And who's the Lord's people? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's who the Lord's people, man. And our people are rebellious. All right? And you got brothers on week in, week out, pushing the truth, man, pushing the how about some shot, man, till our people come back. I just do that work, man. I can tell you, got to work. His knee hurt again. I've been telling the nigga for 10 years, stop eating this food. But it's how hard-headed, rebellious our fucking people is, man. They don't want to listen. So guess what? Don't got to show y'all niggas the hard way. He tired of telling you. All right, go ahead, bro.
Look how there was a lot of spiritual warnings for like over 10 years, you know? So it's going to get to the point now, the Lord's going to just take that nigga leg, you know? Yeah. So it says you make plans contrary to mine, you make alliances not directed by my spirit, thus piling up your sins.
And that's right, and especially like we talking about that the situation happened like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Hey, they ain't trying to get back to the Lord. Not nobody like, man, we need to break to the Lord. Let go to Esau. We need this or we need this so we get this economy back up open. And all our people broke their fucking neck and we down there and took that damn jungle juice. Instead of get back to the Lord, man. And it's every time when shit get bad, Esau. I have to go ahead, bro.
It says, for without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. Mm-hmm. You have put your trust in Pharaoh's protection. You have tried to hide in his shade.
Can you put your trust in them opening up the food stuff and that benefits? Like you really made yourself a slave, man. And he, like you said, he showed you not to shut this off at any time. Because you had whole houses being made off this SNAP benefit stuff, man. And you're hoping he gives you the $2,000. I mean, I would like it too. I ain't gonna, but
The world don't be
but at the same time, that's not. We got our hope in this man's system, man.
That shit think this shit gonna get better.
Yeah. On the song, man. It is gonna get better in the kingdom, right? In order for things to get better, this has to get destroyed, right?
And I think about it. If you send all the money out, bro. Yeah. Not we the dollar is. It's already kind of weak now, but guess what? It making it worse. So you just have to print all that goddamn money. I'm gonna get everybody in there. And that's all they're doing is weakening the dollar. And guess what? They want that. Anyway, though. So keep doing it. Hey, send us $5,000.
Ever since like 19,
I need $5,000.
you holding the stuff down, ever since like 1970 something, brother could look it up. But Esau lifted their gold standard. Yep. So the dollar was not backed by gold in the 70s. The 70s was the marked the downfall of America, man. All right, because 1968, that was the end of Jim Crow. All right, 1969, I think they supposedly had went to the moon, supposedly. All right, but then also was that 1969 when Elder Abba Bivens went on the highways and the byways.
Introduced the world to Yahweh Shai.
He introduced the world to Yahweh Shai, John the Baptist, man. All right,
1971.
1971.
In 1971, Richard Nixon officially ended the gold standard.
Meaning the dollar is no more backed by gold. So you just print out money, print out money, print out money. And if you watch old videos with documentaries from the 70s, people were buying houses for like $12,000. You know, people buying a car cost $3,000, $2,000. A whole brand new car. You know?
I think that real wage increase, the last one they got, that real wage increase was when your wages go up, but the price of everything don't. America hasn't got a real wage increase since 1978. Right. It just so happened all these things happen around the same time.
Yeah, the end of the 60s, man. Because it says that we'll basically be under Esau for a times, and half a time. It's 350 years. From 1619 to 1969. So that's 350 years. But it just so happened that after 1969, Elder Abba Bivens introduced the world to Yahweh Bahashim Shai. After that, America allegedly went to the moon. All right. After that, Esau got rid of the gold standard. That was the end of the Vietnam War. That was the first global ass whooping. The first ass whooping was really that Vietnam War, to my knowledge. Because the Vietnam War ended like early 1970s. All right, America got his ass whooped, man. That's when people first lost in trust and faith in the morale of America, man.
If I may add to you, a lot of people think like America is going to win these wars. No, when Iran, Iraq, if you leave, nigga, you lost. Them niggas still over there, and then they told you if you want your shit back, come take it.
Yep, get it back in blood.
Get it back in blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time America goes to a war, Ukraine, they didn't win that shit. Russia still hell in their business over there. So America ain't won a war, honestly, since when you talking about the war.
Yeah, come on, man. So, because America thought they could go to the little guys and come back with the goodie bag, man. All right? But I know a Vietnam vet from like 25 years ago, right? And this was, he was in his 50s. He was one of the Edomites, man. He just sit in front of his front yard. Just kind of be in his own world. But he told me he got drafted to the military, I want to say the Marines, and he didn't have to fight. Him being an Edomite, he said he wanted to fight. So he actually volunteered to actually be like the infantry. He said it was so bad in battle, you didn't know who was winning. It was just bad. Like, you couldn't tell, it was just bad, man. That was America's first.
And
yeah.
I heard. They would turn their ass up.
Turn their ass every way but loose.
Yeah, I think even to the point, America, they started Operation Popeye. It was like a cloud seeding project where they artificially extended the monsoon season. You know, try to trap them up as far as like with the flooding and stuff like that. Yeah, but the Vietnamese still whooped their ass, man.
I heard that. They going underground, wearing their ass out.
Yep. You know, they was really trained in that guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yeah, because part of the art of war, I'm kind of vague with this now, but like know your land.
Oh yeah.
Like know your territory. And every time Esau would go overseas, man, he would come back with them L's, especially after the Vietnam War, because they might not have the military might that you have, but they know their territory, man. You know?
It says, know your terrain from the art of war means thoroughly understanding the physical and strategic landscape to gain an advantage.
Yeah. So you're in the enemy's backyard, man. You have a disadvantage, man. Okay?
I think Ruben keep their ass too.
Yeah.
Down there, so
They knew the territory.
They knew,
Yeah, Esau didn't know the territory like this. As a matter of fact, the whole system of really camping and outdoorsmanship was really built off Gad and Reuben. Because it's this book called Wildwood Wisdom. You can look it up. That's Esau's Bible. But it basically came from the author probably around the early 1900s. He was observing Gad. But Gad is a master of the land. So that's why you were saying like Ruben was like giving it to him because Ruben had a home field advantage, man.
They said it was like camouflage with the alligators.
I mean, that was them.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Like Gad hanging outside the horse, shooting 3 arrows at a time at Esau. That's why Esau had to come up with the Gatling gun. And Gad was lighting their ass up. Now that Gatling gun came back and did its thing, but it just shows you how Esau, when it comes to a natural state, you know, like you always going to like that, the spirit that we've been given from Yahweh Shema Shah, Esau,
You can't compete
what's
with
that song? You without that sword, you ain't nothing but a bitch and a half.
You gotta use his cheat code, man.
Yeah.
You gotta use that cheat code.
hell of a cheat code.
That showed them on
Last Samurai. And then Gatling gun, was it the Gatling gun?
Like the Gatling gun.
You got thousands of years of martial arts being passed down generation to generation, going out the window.
It's Isaiah 30:2. NLT again said, "For without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You have put your trust in Pharaoh's protection. You have tried to hide in his shade."
And the same way, like when it came out of the wilderness in Israel, yeah, same way, like man, I ready to go back to Egypt instead of because we had a hard time right now. But that's how people do it. They really just go to Egypt, go to Esau, instead go to Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And guess what? When it about to happen again, Lord, I hope it happen this year. Y'all gonna do the same goddamn thing. You gonna bring a nigga back to Esau.
And what do? The Lord opened up, and all them niggas fell off in them. They only believe what they can see, versus having that faith and that true faith in Yahweh Shema Shah. Yahweh Shema Shah got a perfect record. Like what he said, check my resume. The Lord got a perfect record, and niggas even now you can see how niggas doing the same thing. You see that this shit is fucked. Babylon is terrible right now. But this all that they can see, and they just want this to come back so bad. You know, you always go into your videos, bro, how Esau, Jacob, they want like them early 2000s. You know, like they want that time to come back so bad, but that shit gone.
Yep. It says, "But by trusting Pharaoh, you will be humiliated, and by depending on him, you will be disgraced."
And I think about that right there. The MO TV. Because they gonna take that bullshit and the Lord come back and basically you take it, you give your allegiance to Esau. And guess what it say? You're gonna be humiliated. And Lord gonna destroy you for based upon your trust. You gave your basically Esau your God. That's exactly what you did though.
That's the ultimate way of selling your soul right there.
You basically gave yeah.
This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no more throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate."
America losing their glory, man. You know, the thrill is gone. A lot of people starting to see that more and more nowadays.
She hit the wall.
Hey, this whore hit that wall, man.
Yep, when it said virgin daughter of Babylon, America is not. We know that the only thing that had happened on American soil is American plane. This America is a virgin. It ain't been touched by these nukes. It ain't been touched by nothing yet.
Yeah, Bottoming land still intact. Spiritually.
Yep. And the Lord said that there's no more throne. I mean, you niggas are done. Sit down and for a king, you know, that was one to sit down in the dust. You know, that shows like you finna be low. And then it says, "Thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." So tender and delicate and virgin, all that goes into being untouched. You niggas about to be through. The Lord's about to do away with Babylon the Great, man.
I meant to say hype, but with that, I hope this is edification. We hope you were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh by Shimmy Habashai by Shiro Kakadash.
I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone as well. Peace and blessings, something wonders to the house of David the elect. Baba.
Come on, Shalom.